Mr. Golden Sports guys here, and this game you're about to see was absolutely incredible. I'm going to need 12 minutes of your day on this one. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to upload a game tomorrow. I'm going to let this game sit for 2 days. That's how good I think this game right here is. I think this is one of the best games I've seen, and it's an incredible game. I'm meeting a request yesterday in the comments. You guys wanted the Titans, and it was thumbed up over 20 times, so I was like, okay, I gotta go ahead and play with the Titans. And also, you see me clicking a random playbook. I just went ahead and went with New England because there was a couple of you guys saying, I'm a good commentator, but why do I pick the same 4 or 5 plays over and over? So let me pick a brand new playbook just to have some difference in my play selection. And I have Jake Locker as my QB, and wow, let me tell you, this is a hell of a game. Let me get 12 minutes of your day today and tomorrow. Matter of fact, come back tomorrow and watch this game again. That's how good I believe this game is. Also, really quick guys, if you guys are looking to get more views on your Madden videos, I have auto acceptance for video responses, so go ahead and leave your video responses. And you guys who are watching this, feel free to check them out. Give whoever video decides, whoever video is there, to check them out, show them some love, and let's keep this Madden community growing. As you see, I'm passing a lot because I found a couple of plays in this playbook that I like. I like the 2 tight end formations. They got a bunch of 2 tight end formations in this playbook, so I decided to use this custom playbook because this is the tournament edition winning custom playbook, and this playbook that I'm using has 2 tight ends, and I can switch left to right, and I can keep the clock because this is my custom playbook. Anyways, you can see in my first drive, he holds me to a field goal. His first possession, as you can see, he's just running up and down the field on me, and he ends up scoring on his first possession pretty easy. First quarter went by rather fast. Second quarter right here, Jake Locker hasn't missed a throw yet. He's throwing really well. I'm getting the face throw with the tight end. The second tight end on the far right, I'm using the slants, but he's not putting any purples over there, so I'm gonna keep just eating him up on that pass unless he adjusts. And as you can see, Locker is still throwing 100% right here. The dude is throwing really well. Second drive, this time I end up scoring with the face throw over the middle. So we're up 10-7, and obviously we need to stop. But my main concerns are, of course, Calvin Johnson and Jahavid Best, because they're really fast, and Calvin Johnson is just a monster. Right here, 3rd and 7, we end up sacking him. He goes for it on 4th and 17, which I think is a bonehead move. Tries to go to Calvin Johnson, but it's unsuccessful. So again, we get the position right here, really close. Jake Locker's first missed throw right there. 2nd and 10, we back up. We don't find nobody, so what do? We bait in the guy with the QB spot, and we go on the run, and we make the first guy miss. Eat some dirt, son. And then we go up, and then there's another guy. You too. Eat some dirt, son. And then do we get a three-piece? Eat some dirt, son. Look at Jake Locker shedding tackles, missing guys, missed tackles. What a beautiful run right there to score my 2nd touchdown in as many drives. So we're up 17-7 at this point. So of course, we're feeling good. Hopefully we could get a couple more stops, but I end up on kicking off, and he ends up taking it to the house. So that lead goes down to 3 points, and he ends up sacking me on the very next play. 2nd and 21, we go to a draw play. You're gonna see a lot of draws because again, I'm really unfamiliar with this playbook. I just knew that they had a lot of passing plays. New England, I figured, because I used the playbook once or twice before, but I still was very unfamiliar. The thing I like about my St. Louis playbook, I use the same 4 or 5 plays over and over again, but I know what plays are good for me in what situation. Here, not so much, because by the way, eat some dirt, son. Don't be reaching for Calvin Johnson 5 yards deep, son. You're not gonna go ahead and make a Superman tackle, not on CJ2K. But this playbook was a little different because I don't know what plays to run in what situation. But for the most part, so far, I'm making it work. Right there, he had Calvin Johnson on the streak, like literally every route. I should have been watching at that time, but instead I came in, and he ended up going to Calvin Johnson. Next play with 50 seconds left, he ends up face catching, and he ends up scoring his own touchdown, leaving me very little time. But I am up 3 points, but he does get ball back at halftime. which sucks. So I definitely want to put some type of points on the board, even if it's a field goal. so I could go ahead and extend my lead, because he is going to get the ball back. Right there, tight end streak, we end up catching 28 seconds left. So we end up, using the draw. And notice I'm keeping it short because I know Baronis has a pretty good leg. So I just want to be able to get myself in field goal position. I don't want to do something, too crazy. 3rd and 9 is unsuccessful. So 4th and 9, I figure, why not? We give it a shot, and we barely scrape over the goalpost, but the field goal is good. So we have a 6-point lead right here, and we're going into halftime. Tries to go do a Hail Mary, but we end up batting that down. So, we're going in the second half up 6 points. My offense so far has been pretty good. My defense, as usual, horrible. Of course I'm in a shootout. What do you guys expect? I can't shut nobody down. 1st and 10, he goes deep. And, oh, wait, he runs it. He ends up pulling a Michael Vick right there. He ends up running and gets some good yards. Right there, Java the best spins line like 4 Titans, even breaks the tackle for a nice gain right there. And he definitely did a pretty good job of, switching between run, pass. Right there, you know what frustrated me is that he passed to Calvin Johnson so much. In my mind, I kept thinking he's not going to do it now. He's not going to do it now. That's why you see him catching the ball so much, because I truly believe he wasn't going to continue to go to him. Right there, I get the ball closer because I had a hell of a return. Almost took it to the house, but I got stopped short. So, 1st and goal, 6-yard line, I go to a draw play. I'm not running the ball too much, but, why? The pass is working, so I like him to be able to, if you can implement a passing game with the Titans and then be able to go to CJ2K in the run and catch him off guard, I feel like that's an advantage for me instead of, running when he expecting it. So right now his defense is set up to stop the pass, not the run. So I feel like that's towards my advantage. I go for the 2-point conversion, and it's a tie game here. But, again, he's just carving his way down the field with his passes. Doing pretty good. And again, he goes to Calvin Johnson. And again, I'm ignoring the streak because I'm like, he's not going to go to him. He's not going to go to him. He's done it several times. I'm starting in a position like I'm going to cover him. But then, I see somebody, I come in, and he ends up stopping. And he ends up just going over the top. And after that, I put Finnegan on Calvin Johnson, hoping that right there could stop him. 3rd and 11 on my next possession. I end up running, and right now it's a 4th and 5. Definitely feel like it's manageable, so I'm going for it. And woo, we barely get it, but we catch Calvin Johnson just past the 1st down marker. And as you can see, I killed the entire 4th quarter coming up right here. I figure I have the ball. I'm going to kill the clock as much as possible, move the ball as slowly as possible, hopefully get 1st downs every 2 to 3 downs, and just, carve the clock. Now look at the clock. Notice I'm eating the clock up. And of course I get an injury timeout. That always happens when you want to kill the clock. Why? I don't know. EA is just a bunch of dirtbags like that. But, I'm killing the clock, and, I'm already in field goal range. So I figure worst case scenario, I'm going to go ahead and kick a game-winning field goal, have him waste his timeouts, and I could win this game right here as long as there's no mistakes. 4th and 1, I figure he's expecting a draw play. So I'm like, let me pass it here. I'm going to catch him off guard. And it does. He sends in a heavy blitz and I end up catching wide open. I try to toss it. Woo! Lucky we recovered that. I try to pitch back and be fancy, but luckily he was the only one around. 2-minute warning. And, of course, I fumble. He had the opportunity to score, but instead of scoring, of course, he wants to kill the clock to have me waste my timeout so he can do what I was just going to do. Kill the clock and win the game and have me waste my timeouts. So that's exactly, what happens here. It's 2nd and 10. He gets to the 3rd and inches, and he tries to go for the QB sneak, and we end up stopping that. So he goes for it on 4th down, 4th and inches, the exact same play. And what do? We end up stopping him right there, and it's his fault. He should have went for the score, but he did not. Take your points when you have them given to you. He didn't want to give me the ball. So now instead of winning the game or giving me, the ball back with like a minute and some change left, he doesn't even score, and that was a huge mistake by him. But 40 seconds left. It's 3rd and 15. We go to Junior right over the middle, and he ends up coming through with the catch. So, of course, I already know Baronis has the legs, so I'm just trying to sneak my way into field goal range. 30 seconds left. I try to go to Cook, but it's a bad throw. Plus, he's double covered, so that was a bad throw. 3rd and 12. We try to catch LB. And look who's out there. Calvin Johnson is catching everything, offense and on defense. He catches an interception. Come on, man. So he has 9 seconds left to make something happen. He tries to go to Calvin Johnson, and luckily, it's batted down. I definitely wasn't in a position for help. But 4 seconds left, he tries to go deep, and I know you see me. Don't just the user. He's so disrespectful. So we end up catching an interception, and we go into overtime. And because of the coin toss glitch, we end up getting the ball back. I knew it was tails. And this is where everything happens. You know, I've never been in this situation. I play hundreds and hundreds of games, but I've never really been into overtime games. I know in the NFL, the rule is if you kick a field goal on your first possession, the other team gets a chance to get the ball back. In Madden, I've had conversations and comments. They said, no, that's not the case. If you kick a field goal, even though it's a real rule in the NFL, you end up getting the ball back. I mean, game's over. They don't get the ball back. Right here, 4th and 4. I end up going for it, and I hit the draw play, and no, it's a holding penalty. You've got to be kidding me. I was so frustrated right here. It's like, you know, I don't even care. I'm going for it. I do not care. I'm so pissed off at this point that I got robbed out of a victory right here. I'm like, you know, I'm going for it. I don't even care. I see B, and I go, oh, look at the user catch. Look at the clutch. Look at the user instincts that I have. We end up coming in, and we end up getting the user catch for the first down. And again, I go the streak route for cooking right here. I'm figuring, hey, I don't even care. I'm just going to kick a field goal and get the game over with. Because even though in real life, I know that if I kick a field goal, they get the opportunity to get the ball back. But in Madden, I've been told hundreds and hundreds of times, it doesn't matter. The game will be over. I kick the field goal, and I'm thinking game is over. That's it. I win. Woo! We pulled it out with a hell of a game. But wait a minute. He gets the ball back? I'm raging at this point. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I would have just killed the clock and worked my way and kicked the field goal. So we end up kicking it, by the way. The good is back. We end up doing the pooch kick, the surprise onside, and what happens? We catch him off guard, and we end up getting it for the victory. I think this right here was a hell of a game. And again, I'm leaving this game up for 2 days. That's how great I think this game is. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Definitely hit that like button for this video. Show this video some love. Thank you for your time, guys. MrGoldenSports signing out. What a hell of a way to win. Give it to me, baby.